All the hits. One station.
You are listening to TKK 89.5 North Star FM Radio. Tatak K. Radyo Kaalamang Pang-modular. Magaan na sa buhay, madali pa sa pag-aaral.
Narito na naman tayong muli sa ating aralin sa agham. This is Teacher Malu at your service. Be ready with your papers and pens. Happy learning! From our last topic in science, we discussed about rotation, which is the movement of the Earth on its axis. This kind of movement causes day and night. The part of the Earth which faces the sun is daytime and the other part is nighttime. This movement also causes Coriolis effect, which is described as the deflection of the wind. This time around, we are going to talk about another kind of Earth's movement, which is called revolution. As the Earth rotates on its axis, it also revolves around the sun. The Earth has an elliptical shape, which means that it is not totally circular in shape, and because of this, Earth is sometimes far from the sun and sometimes close to it. When the distance of the Earth is nearest to the sun, we call it Perihelion, and when it is farthest, it is called Aphelion. It takes the Earth 1 year or exactly 365 and 1/4 days to complete one revolution around the sun. And yes, in the Gregorian calendar that we are using, 1 year is equivalent to 365 days, so to compensate for the excess time of 1/4 of a day of every year and to keep the calendar in sync with the revolution of the Earth, a leap year is used every 4 years. 1 day is added to the month of February once every 4 years, and that is what we call a leap year. Just like Earth's rotation, which has some of its effects, Earth's revolution also has its own. It is the reason why we have 4 seasons of the year in some parts of the Earth, particularly in the temperate region or the middle latitude. Due to the Earth's shape, which is elliptical, and the position of it as it revolves around the sun, which is in a tilted posture, the different parts of the Earth receives an equal heating of the sun. Now, let us name and describe the 4 seasons of the year. The first season is called summer. Sa Tagalog, ito ay tinatawag nating tag-init. During the period of the Earth's revolution that it is nearest to the sun, the places nearest to it experiences summer. It is the hottest season of all. It is the time when all the plants are in bloom. There is greenery everywhere. After summer comes autumn or fall. The changing season happens because the Earth continues to revolve around the sun. During fall, the leaves of the trees change the color from green to yellowish to reddish, and finally it turns brownish and eventually fall until all the leaves are shed off. Now, let us name and describe the 4 seasons of the year. The first season is called summer. Sa Tagalog, ito ay tinatawag nating tag-init. During the period of the Earth's revolution that it is nearest to the sun, the places nearest to it experiences summer. It is the hottest season of all. It is the time when all the plants are in bloom. There is greenery everywhere. After summer comes autumn or fall. The changing season happens because the Earth continues to revolve around the sun. During fall, the leaves of the trees change the color from green to yellowish to reddish, and finally it turns brownish and eventually fall until all the leaves are shed off. This season is the preparation for the next one, which is winter. This kind of season is the coldest of all. This is also the time when the Earth's position is the farthest from the sun, and because of this, snow is starting to fall down, thereby creating a white scenery everywhere and a chilling temperature. While during winter, we experience the longest nighttime. But wait, do you know that we also experience an equal length of night and day twice a year?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh yes, it is on March 21st or 22nd of every year, and we call it spring equinox, and September 22nd or 23rd, and it is called autumnal equinox. Tandaan mga bata, kapag narinig ang salitang equinox, ang ibig sabihin nito ay magkasing haba ang araw at gabi. But let us also not forget that the Earth is divided into two hemispheres, the Northern Hemisphere and the Southern Hemisphere. Lagi ring tatandaan mga bata, ang bawat hemisphere ay nakararanas ng magkasalungat na uri ng panahon. Sa madaling salita, kapag winter sa Northern Hemisphere ay summer naman sa Southern Hemisphere. Kapag fall naman sa isang parte ay spring naman sa kabila. Hindi nagkakapareho ang panahon sa magkabilang panig ng mundo. Iyan lamang mga bata, sana'y marami kayong natutunan sa araw na ito. Now, let's start answering this learning task. Listen as I read the following questions. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Get ready. Number 1. What are the two movements of the Earth? A. Rotation and axis. B. Orbit and revolution. C. Axis and orbit. D. Rotation and revolution. Number 2. How many days does the Earth takes to complete its revolution? A. 24, B. 30, C. 360, D. 365 and 1/4. Number 3. Which of the following statements is true? A. The Earth rotates on its axis as it revolves around the Sun. B. The Sun revolves around the Earth while it rotates. C. The Earth rotates once a month as it revolves around the Sun. D. The Earth completes one rotation in 365 days. Number 4. What is the season in the Northern Hemisphere when animals sleep or hibernate? A. Winter, B. Spring, C. Summer, D. Autumn. Number 5. What are the activities of living things during summer? Roman number 1. Trees fully shed their leaves. Roman number 2. Animals do their usual activities. Roman number 3. People go to beach. Roman number 4. People wear thick clothes. The choices are A. 1 and 2. B. 2 and 4. C. 2 and 3. D. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let us now check your answers. 1D, 2D, 3A, 4A, 5C. If you got 4 or 5, Congratulations for you have passed the test. If you got 0 to 3, have more time to read on this topic. Good job, kids! See you all next week!